pick me, choose me, love me. Oh, I always think back to Serena in Love Island. She's like, nah, I'm not desperate. And I'm like, I like you. All right, so for this video, I just wanted to discuss why I talk about the stuff that I'm talking about. I know that I just did my series and went into more personal information and basically dissected those incidences and the manipulation tactics and the red flags. And I got a comment that was just like, basically like, just move on from it. Like, basically, why are you crying about it? And it was such an interesting comment because I'm like, I know it comes from like a place of like, either they were triggered or whatever the case, but I just wanted to, I guess, overtly say why I make what I make and the importance of it. So when it comes to any form of abuse, it thrives in silence. So abuse and violence thrive when people are silent, especially the victims, because whenever anyone is victimized with any form of abuse, usually they're told to get over it or just, you know, be the bigger person. But when does anyone tell the perpetrator to take accountability or anything like that? And so that's why I want to make what I make, because if anyone can learn from my experiences and not have to go through that, I'll fucking make as many videos as I fucking want, because I want to protect younger people, whether it's male or female, men or women, from any form of violence and control in relationships. I've seen it in my line of work with being a therapist, with seeing different couples and how there's manipulation, there's violence involved, and working at a women's shelter. So like, yeah, I do what I do because I see it daily and I don't want people to have to go through that. I want to be able to share that, one, you don't have to suffer in silence because there's a space for you anywhere. Whether it's resources, whether it's a dumb YouTube channel, or whatever the case may be. But there is a place for you, and you do not have to suffer in silence, because I've done that, where I've had people, the words that are used, like, have smear campaigns. Like, I've been through that, and all of that type of shit is not fun. It's not fun being on the receiving end of it. It's not fun losing social supports. It's not fun having people basically bully you, whatever the case may be. But I suffered all of that in silence. I went through it alone, and I didn't get to talk to anyone about it because everyone's just like, either get over it or it's just like, you're the one at fault. And so I've gotten to a point now where it's just like, no, it needs to be discussed. There needs to be a different viewpoint that's discussed and talked about. So that's why moving forward, I'm going to be talking about different manipulation tactics and using my experience in my life, because how else, like, that's just how you learn, right? Is by going through things. And what I hope is with talking about it, again, if I can just help one person, beautiful. That's it. One person to get out of a toxic relationship, one person to be like, I clocked a red flag, I backed up, I was able to set boundaries, like, just one person. And so if that's possible, then I've done it. Like, mom, I made it. And so yeah, so I guess like that comment just made me reflect and really think about, I guess, the purpose of my videos. And also I hope to do better research and to be able to like edit better and like slowly learn that, just so it can be a little more, not just talking back and forth, but also a little informative, where like I do have pictures and like videos. Yeah, I'm slowly getting back into it, so bear with me. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of explain where my mindset is coming from and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Yeah, because that is important. And also it's a reminder for myself. Like, let's say a few years down the line, I lose myself and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I can come back to this. And yeah, so that's kind of the main reason. And especially that, but then also it's just like, I've learned that abuse thrives in silence. People get to be shitty to you when you're silent. People get to treat you less than when you're silent. When you start standing up for yourself and you're able to build that confidence back, that self-worth back, that self-value back, that self-efficacy back, and you're able to have that trust back in yourself, it's a whole different ballgame. So it's just kind of like a to everyone else. And so yeah, so that's kind of my goal. It's to empower others to be able to, I'll make a video on it, but it's the idea of locus of control. Is your power and control inside? Do you feel like you have control over your life? Do you feel empowered? Or does it feel like other people have power over you? And so again, like, yeah, that's kind of the goal. So if I can take the knowledge of being able to, not just from experience, but also learning and also working with couples and being able to see relationship dynamics that are unhealthy and discussing all that, I think that's so important. My series was just a way to start making videos again. I didn't know where to start and I felt overwhelmed. So I was just like, let me do something easy as I just kind of dip my toes back in. So that's kind of just, I guess, an intro to me and to what this channel will be right now. I don't know where it's going to progress or how it's going to progress. I'm not psychic. For right now, it'll be about things that happen in relationship, and that's everything, because humans are a social species. We thrive and need relationship. We need other people, right? Like whether it's a friendship or family relationship or a romantic relationship, they're all relationships, right? It's all interactions with other humans, and that's so important. And so, yeah, so what I hope to do is to not just illuminate what negative relationship dynamics look like, but also what positive dynamics look like. I know that we like to, like the human species kind of likes to, and on social media, we like to focus on the negative a lot. What I also hope to do is to focus on the positive. I'm working on a script of what a healthy relationship looks like. Like, spoiler alert, healthy relationships, they're actually really boring. Like real healthy relationships are boring as shit. Yeah, I know. You don't have that high and low type of deal. You don't, like, it's just real love. Oh, okay, hold on. Give me a minute. So it's the book All About Love by Bell Hooks. And personally, I think the way that she defined love was just beautiful. She took it from a psychiatrist, and so I'll read that passage, but it's such a beautiful way to define love, in my opinion. And so yeah, so just bear with me. Okay, so I'm gonna read it's gonna be a little long, so bear with me, okay? So we continue to believe we are swept away, caught up in the rapture, that we lack choice and will. In The Art of Loving, Fromm repeatedly talks about love as action, essentially an act of will. He writes, to love somebody is not just a strong feeling, it's a decision, it's a judgment, it's a promise. If love were only a feeling, there would be no basis for the promise to love each other forever. A feeling comes and it may go. Peck builds upon Fromm's definition when he describes love as the will to nurture one's own or another's spiritual growth, adding, the desire to love is not itself love. Love is as love does. Love is an act of will, namely, both an intention and action. Will also implies choice. We do not have to love, we choose to love. And so that's how Bell Hooks partially describes love. And I just think that's such a beautiful way to put it, that love isn't something that is just like, love isn't something that just happens. It's not just like some whirlwind romance and it's just love. Love is a choice. Love is the actions that you choose to do. Do you choose to buy your partner flowers if they love flowers? Do you choose to know that your partner's favorite color is red, and so you buy them their favorite red chrysanthemums? I don't know if chrysanthemums are red, but right? It's those little things. Those actions are what show that you love someone, right? It's kind of like what part of the rhetoric online is, I don't remember the specific quote, but it's just like, don't follow someone's words, follow their actions. People's actions tell you how they feel about you. It's just so important. People's actions, like actions speak louder than words. People's actions show you how they feel about you and the type of priority you have in their life. Yeah, I've gone off on a big ass tangent. I was just going to be talking about why I wanted to make these videos, and I'm talking about love, but yeah, I think that definition is so important, and that's how I try to live my life. Yeah. So anyways, this video's gone a lot longer than I was expecting. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Cheers! Till the next video. Bye!